Hi, this is Lara from Elliott Wave Forex with your free analysis for the US dollar index for the week ending Friday the 2nd of July. I'm going to do a quick look at an historical chart just going back 3 years. I'm just going to do it quickly. It's late in the evening and I'm really quite tired. So really briefly, we had a 5 waves down for primary C, 5 waves up for primary 1, expanded flat, ABC correction down for primary 2, and we've had a change of direction, a major trend change for the dollar with some pretty good strong dollar rises recently. It looks like we've just had intermediate 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're working on next intermediate 5 to the upside, which should end primary 3 and take it comfortably above the end of primary 1. It's already just reached its minimum length, the end of primary 1. Now, because I think this is looking a little bit too short, the next wave up should be pretty long, and it could be long enough to take it as high as we expect up to those long-term targets for the dollar, which lie about 91.91, possibly up to 102.87. That's where primary 3 will reach equality with 1 at 91.91, 102.87 where it will reach 1.618, the length of 1. I'm seriously considering that I may have the degree of labelling here wrong, and I may want to move this down 1 degree. If I move 1, 2, 3, and 4 down 1 degree and we only have minor 1, 2, 3, 4 complete, I don't think that looks quite right. What I think may look more correct is that we have black 1, 2, and then I'll just go to this alternate that I've charted for you today. Here, black 1, 2, and then blue 1, 2, still to work on 3 up. I'll keep this alternate in the back of my mind and maybe use it if we need to. This would allow for further upwards movement for the dollar, further dollar rises up towards those targets which seem most likely. However, at the moment I'm just going to stick with my main wave count, and here it is, 1, 2, 3, 4, probably over on Friday. The next expected thing for the dollar to start next week's trading is a trend change back to the upside. I want to see that trend change first confirmed with a break of a trend channel on the hourly chart, second, a breach of this trend channel on the daily chart, and finally a new high above 88.66. I think that's that point up here will give us final confirmation that 4 black is over and 5 black to the upside, or whatever degree of labelling I choose to leave it here, is then underway. We have a complete 3-wave structure here for ABC. Wave C is really close to 0.618, the length of A. It's just 0.05 short of it. Really nice Fibonacci relationship there between those two, nicely contained in this trend channel. It certainly could be over here because we can now see a completed 5 waves to the downside for this wave C. Any movement below 82.20 will invalidate this wave count. What is also possible is we could have that trend change, we could have upwards movement, but it could be overlapping in a 3-wave structure. If that's the case, we've got an ABC for W, followed by an X, ABC to the upside, followed by another ABC to the downside to make a combination correction for this 4th wave. That also is entirely possible, which is why I say I want to see a new high above 88.66 to give final confirmation that 4 black is over. Otherwise, we could still be in a combination. I'm going to be watching very, very carefully dollar rises to watch the unfolding wave structure. If it's a 3-wave structure, we're highly likely to be looking at a combination. If it's a 5-wave structure, it's most likely then that this correction is over. Taking you now to the hourly chart, where this blue B and blue C is this, here we are, this blue B and blue C down here, and here's our recent dollar drop with a 1, 2, nice, clean, strong 3, 4, 5. This has got a perfect Elliott Wave look. If it's over here, it would be a perfect classic textbook 5-wave structure. Wave 3 pink here has a beautiful Fibonacci relationship to wave 1. It's just 0.03 short of 2.618, the length of this wave 1. And wave 1 and 5 tending to equality and just failing by 0.08. So classic textbook Elliott Wave structure here. I still want to see a breach of this upper edge of this parallel trend channel to finally confirm that our downwards momentum is over. Until we have that, the possibility remains we could still see some downwards movement. If it does move down and invalidate this wave count, my next downside target will be 82.73. This parallel channel here, this is Elliott's technique, draw first a trend line from 1 to 3, place a parallel copy on the high of 2. It works pretty well. Mostly it works well on the daily chart level. In this instance, it seems to be working very well on the hourly chart level as well. It doesn't always work that well on the hourly chart level. But I still want to see that breach to the upside to confirm that trend change. I don't like picking tops and bottoms. I think the difference between a successful and an unsuccessful trader sometimes is the things that you don't trade and the times you stand aside. So I'm going to stand aside and wait for that trend change to be confirmed for me before I re-enter the market. And that's a prudent and cautious approach to a very risky business. That's all from me with your dollar analysis this weekend, and I hope everyone is having a fabulous weekend.